Okay, we are live. Welcome, guys. If you're here from the future watching this VOD, skip ahead to the 5 minute mark, unless you want to sit down here and just hear me yap. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy what you see on my channel. Share, gotta share the link with people and let them know I'm live. Okay, let's see who's gonna be the first one to jump in. Okay, be starting in about a couple minutes. Hey, what's up, Swastiks? You're the first one here. I'm gonna start in a minute or so. It's been a while since I seen you in my streams. You completely missed the Undertale series live. I know you watched the VOD, but you weren't here. It is what it is. I guess let's start launching the game. I'm good. Yes, it is me using the game. A little bit loud in my ears. How's the volume? It'll probably get louder once the game starts. Oh, so volume seems good. So YouTube has now a viewer ranking system. So pretty much what that means is that every single stream, you know, there's like a first, second, and third place, and the more engagement there is in the chat, the higher you go up the leaderboards. We noticed that like I think a stream or two ago, but that's pretty much what it is. So since you're the only one here right now, you're the number one stream. I mean, you're the number one viewer. But yeah, I guess it's a little. I guess it's just something fun they added just for, you know, viewers to I guess participate in chat more. The only downside is that it, you know, it just opens the ability for people to spam. I want to be number one. Wait a minute. I didn't even start the game yet. Okay. It could. Alright, is this your first time watching you know, Snake Eater? I know you were here for Metal Gear Solid 1 and 2. Oh, okay, good. You're in for a ride. This is my favorite one in the series. By far. I mean, I played this game quite a few times. Alright, new game. I like MGS3. For confident players, we'll do hard. Just so it's a little bit more challenging for me. And like that, it's not a slog. You know, I'm not one of these people that is like gonna do a high difficulty run.
After the end of World War II, the world was split into two, East and West. This marked the beginning of the era called the Cold War.
Let me know if it's loud. You know, I'm talking about the game. If it's louder than me. There he is, Hideo Kojima. The game's a bit loud. Okay. Yeah. How about now? Does it sound better? Yeah, his name is Dia. We'll see him later.
Approaching Soviet airspace.
20 minutes to drop off.
Commencing internal depressurization. Equipment check. Arm main parachute.
All right. You ready to go?
Drop zone still showing a high pressure mass.
Still just a little loud.
Good. We've got high visibility.
Okay, is that better?
Put out that cigar.
Okay, perfect,
Connecting
perfect.
oxygen hose to interior connector. Put on your mask. Does this panty waste know what he's doing?
Yeah, that is the man himself. That's the biggest boss. Well, he's not big boss yet.
10 minutes to drop off.
He'll be big boss at the end of the game. I know spoilers, but we gotta see the journey. This is the journey. This game came out in 2004, originally. I'm playing the HD remastered on the Master Collection on the Xbox. I was gonna emulate it.
Pressurization complete.
Checking oxygen supply.
But I already
6 minutes
owned
to
it.
drop off. Opening rear hatch.
So, since I already owned it on the Xbox, I was like, you know what, I might as well just play it. It's already on 1080p 60 FPS. So, why not?
Sunrise.
External temperature minus 46 degrees Celsius.
The year before you? Yeah, there you go. There's your older sibling.
You'll be falling at 130 miles per hour. Try not to get frostbite from the wind chill.
That's pretty
1 minute to
fast.
drop off. Move to the rear.
Activate bailout bottle.
This is one for the history books. The world's first Halo jump.
Oh, Halo mentioned.
10 seconds to drop off. Stand by. Status okay, all green.
Prepare for drop-off. Countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Spread your wings
And fly. God be with you.
Now imagine if Master Chief did all those spins when he was trying to deliver the bomb back to the Covenant.
Jack, I've got some important news. The head of the CIA has finally given us the green light for the virtuous mission.
I'll be Chad right there.
No, the virtuous mission. The future of our Fox unit depends on it. If it succeeds, we'll be officially organized into a unit.
Absolute cinema.
Virtuous mission. Sounds like some kind of initiation ritual.
You know, don't get cocky. This isn't a training op.
Right. So what exactly is this wonderful mission?
Well, about 2 years ago, a certain Soviet
It's gonna be a while
scientist
before I get to
quested
play,
asylum
so-
in the West through one of our moles.
It's gonna be like 10 minutes
His
or
name
so.
is
No,
Nikolai
not that long,
Stepanovich
but
Sokolov.
it'll be a bit.
He's head of the OKB 754 Design Bureau, one of the Soviet's
Yeah, it's a
top
Hideo
secret
Kojima
weapon
game.
research facilities.
You know,
And the
it's got a
East's
lore
foremost
dump.
expert on weapons
All
development.
this shit right now.
Sokolov. Isn't he that famous rocket scientist?
The very same. On April the 12th, 1961, the Soviets achieved the first manned spaceflight in history.
The Earth was blue, but there was no God.
By the way, this is all history, so pay attention. There'll be a
rocket
test at
that
the
carried
end.
Yuri Gagarin into orbit was the A-1, known as the Vostok rocket. Sokolov is said to be the man most responsible for the multi-engine cluster used in that rocket. After Gagarin's flight, Sokolov left rocket development to become the head of the newly established Design Bureau.
From a lowly technician to head of a design bureau, that's quite a success story. So why'd he want to defect?
It seems he'd become afraid of his own creations.
Afraid.
Call it a crisis of
Dude is
conscience.
scared.
And for that, he left his country and his family behind and went over the fence?
Not exactly. One of his conditions was that his family was also to be taken safely to the west. We used a mole to get the family out first and succeeded in sneaking Sokolov over the Berlin Wall shortly afterwards. I was the one who conducted the operation.
The security on the eastern side was still full of holes back then. Then what?
We got Sokolov over in one piece, but the whole ordeal had left him exhausted, and we checked him into a hospital in West Berlin. It took him 2 weeks and more than 600 miles to get from the research facility in the Soviet Union to Berlin. He was in no condition to say anything coherent. And it was only a week later that we had something much bigger on our hands.
The Cuban Missile Crisis.
October the 16th, 1962, President Kennedy received word
Home
that the
country,
Soviets
man.
were in the process of
Even though I
deploying
never been there.
intermediate-range ballistic missiles in Cuba. The President demanded that the Soviets dismantle and remove the missiles. At the same time, he announced a naval blockade to prevent further missile shipments from reaching Cuba. But the Soviets didn't back down, instead placing their armed forces on secondary alert. Soviet transport ships carrying missiles continued on course towards Cuba. US and Soviet forces went on alert for an all-out nuclear war. Frantic negotiations were conducted through the UN's Emergency Security Council and unofficial channels to end the hair-trigger standoff. Finally, on October the 28th, the Soviet Union agreed to remove its missiles from Cuba. And so the world avoided a nuclear holocaust. But in order to get the Soviets to pull their missiles out, we had to make a deal.
You mean the one where the US agreed to remove its IRBMs from Turkey?
No. The Jupiter IRBMs deployed in Turkey were obsolete, and we were going to get rid of them anyway. They had no strategic
Yeah.
value whatsoever to either the
That's
US
what makes it so
or the
interesting.
Russians.
It's like if you're watching a
Turkey deal was
documentary or
ruse,
something.
A cover story that was fed to the other intelligence agencies around the world.
So what did the Russians really want?
Sokolov. They wanted us to return.
You know, a lot of this actually happened. Of course, some of it is
The
fictional
Soviets
because, you
pulled
know,
out
it's
of
for the
Cuba
game
just to get their
story,
hands on
but
Sokolov?
the backdrop actually
That's right.
happened in history.
What the hell was he working on?
At the time, we had no idea.
Except for the, you know, the Metal Gear
We
and
were
stuff.
running
Obviously,
out of
that's
time.
fake. But all the nuclear
It was
weapon
either
stuff
give
was
up
real.
Sokolov or risk full-scale nuclear war. In the end, we had no choice. President Kennedy gave in to Khrushchev's demand. The next day, I got Sokolov out of the hospital, handing him over to agents on the eastern side.
Yeah.
Sokolov kept on screaming, "Save me."
The Cold War was, they call it a war, but it wasn't really a war fought on, you know,
Then a
with,
month ago,
you know,
we
soldiers
received
shooting
new
at each other.
information from one of our
It was an
models.
information war, a lot of
About
espionage.
Sokolov?
Yes. He was taken back to the research facility and forced to continue working on the weapon in question under KGB supervision. What's more, it's on the verge of completion.
So what kind of weapon is it? Something to do with space rockets?
No, missiles.
Same technology.
I guess you're right. We don't know the details, but it appears to be a new kind of nuclear device. For half a year now, the Soviets have been conducting frequent nuclear tests at Semipalatinsk.
Something to do with the weapon, I assume.
Crazy
We're
that we
talking
have a
about
weapon
secret
that can
weapon
cause
so
a
big
crater
that
that
Khrushchev was ready
huge.
to pull out of Cuba to get it back.
You know, on the
Is
Earth.
Sokolov still in the facility?
A city used, you know, a city
No,
could have been there
according
once
to
and
our
now it's gone.
intelligence, He's in Selino Yask, a place in the mountains about 3 miles to the west that's known as the Virgin Cliffs.
The Virgin Cliffs. Nice name for a virtuous mission.
They moved
Yeah,
in there just
this
recently.
nuclear, you know,
Why?
nuclear power is scary.
Apparently, they're conducting a field test of the weapon, but it's our best chance to get him back. This mission would never have been possible if he was still in the research facility. This is our last chance. Sokolov must have known that too when he contacted us.
All right.
Listen up, Jack. Your mission is to infiltrate.
Yeah, so every now and then,
Yask in the Soviet mountains,
it'll tell me to
ensure the
push
safety of
RB,
Sokolov and bring him back to the west.
which is one of the buttons on the Xbox controller, and then I can go in first person view for a second. And then there can be secrets
Don't
sometimes.
get Sokolov back before
You know,
that
if I
weapon
move the
is complete,
camera,
we'll be
there'll be
facing a major
secrets,
crisis.
you know, that I can
The
see
clock is ticking.
if I don't, you know, that I can miss if I don't see the, if I don't move the camera a certain way. Yeah. It is.
Once we've confirmed the rescue of Sokolov, stand by at the recovery point. A recovery balloon will be dropped at that point. Helium will be pumped into the balloon to inflate
It's
it.
a double-edged
Process
sword
takes
too,
about 20
because
minutes.
sometimes you can miss things if you're looking at the first person view
Once
for
it's
too long.
complete, the gunship's arm
Because, you
will
know, it
latch
looks
onto
at a
the
different
balloon and pull it
angle.
up.
The Fulton surface-to-air recovery system. I'm familiar with the theory.
Take it easy. It's been combat proven.
Yeah, Hideo Kojima's a madman.
Do you think Sokolov is up to it?
He's all about attention to
The shock
detail.
will be less than during a parachute jump, and the arm can
Even
handle
when I was
500
playing Death
pounds.
Stranding on my own time, it was just
So
like
you're
that.
planning on going over the border in a single combat talent?
She's equipped with 2 6-barrel 20mm Vulcan cannons, as well as 2 40mm machine guns.
Sounds like she could hold her own against a battalion of tanks.
Even with the fuel in the reserve tank, we're facing a 4-hour time limit. If all goes well, it shouldn't take
Yeah,
more
those
than a few
aircrafts
hours.
are freaking fortresses in the
Only
sky.
time for dinner.
But if anything goes wrong,
You'll be eating dinner, breakfast.
and all the rest of your meals in the jungle.
In the jungle, the mighty jungle. The lion sleeps tonight. That's an actual song, by the way. Very, very old song. Like, way before even this, you know, this game's time era old. It's set in the 60s. No. The first time I ever heard it was in the movie Disney's Lion King, which I believe was 1994. That was a movie that came out when I was a kid and I loved it. Yeah, that's a parody of that, yep. Yeah, me too, I love that movie. But yeah, Timon actually sings it in one fucking scene. Like, he sings it really, really quickly. Yeah, there he is. What a handsome boy. So remember, Solid Snake is a clone of this guy. So this is the original.
Do you copy? You're already in enemy territory, and somebody might be listening in. From here on out, we'll be using code names to refer to each other.
Oh, there's
Your code
going to
name
be
for
plenty
this
of
mission
snake
will be
eating.
Naked Snake. I'll be referring to you as Snake from now on. You're not to mention your real name.
Snake?
What, you don't like snakes?
What do you mean?
You've eaten one before, haven't you?
In survival training.
I'm glad to hear that.
I don't know if I'd ever order one in a restaurant, but...
Be careful, you might not have a choice.
What about you, Major? What should I call you?
Let's see. I'll be Tom. Call me Major Tom. This will be a sneaking mission. You must not be seen by the enemy. You must leave no trace of your presence. Is that clear? This kind of infiltration is the Fox unit's speciality.
You can
In
get
other
some
words,
information
weapons and equipment to procure on site.
on Major Tom there.
That goes for food as well. You're completely naked, just as your name implies.
Great. Now I see why you asked me if I like snakes. I suppose calling me Snake was your idea of a joke, too.
No, there's a good reason for that. I'll tell you later when the time is right.
Gotcha. Getting back to the subject, how exactly am I supposed to feed myself?
You've been issued a knife and a tranquilizer gun. Use them to hunt for food. You'll also find some medical supplies in your backpack.
Yeah, about the backpack.
Yeah, we gotta
I
eat
lost
in
it
this
a
game.
tree on the way down.
I see. Well, you'd better go back and get it then. You know where it is?
No problem. I can see it from here. It's stuck on a branch.
To climb a tree, stand in front of a tree that's covered in ivy and press the action button.
Can you imagine someone telling you
I'll
this
be
in real life?
monitoring your progress over the radio.
Now you gotta climb the
You
tree,
can't
you gotta
risk
press the
violating
action button.
Soviet
You're like,
airspace,
what?
But I'll be in the gunship. My frequency is 140.85. I'll give you a call if I need to talk to you. If you need to talk to me, use the send function. Okay, Snake, go get your backpack.
Oh my god, gameplay, bro. Holy shit, I can actually move. Alright. So, originally, this game, when it came out back in 2004, the original version of this game used to have the old school camera. If you remember Metal Gear Solid 1 and 2, the camera's kind of like top down. And then it moves around in certain scenes and stuff like that to follow Snake as a character. Well, that sucked. That was fucking terrible. And the reason why is because it works great when you're inside a base where there's corridors and stuff. The problem is that in this game, you're mostly outside in these big open fucking areas. So it was very limiting in what the hell you can even see in front of you. Yeah, and then they re-released the game, I think like a year later, called Metal Gear 3 Substance, for, back on the PS2, and then pretty much it included a third-person camera like how you're seeing right now, and it also added an online component called Metal Gear Online, and it was fantastic. There we go. Okay, we got the backpack. Yeah, the original version of this game sucked because of the camera. Then they re-released it and fixed it. And ever since they fixed it, they kept the same third-person camera.
Your backpack, Snake. To equip a weapon, it's necessary to take it out of your backpack. In the survival viewer, choose Weapon from the backpack. Your available weapons will be displayed in a window in the upper left. From that list, choose the weapon you want to equip and press the Enter button. For other equipped items, just do the same thing from Item.
Got it. Use the survival viewer backpack.
Yep, that's right. Survival is fundamental to this mission. After you've been out in the field for a while, your stamina will start to drop. If your stamina gets too low, it'll affect your performance. You won't be able to shoot accurately, for example, and your wounds won't heal as smoothly. Keep an eye on your stamina so you don't run out. To recover lost stamina, you can hunt for local flora and fauna. You can use either your tranquilizer gun or your knife to hunt.
My only weapon is a Mark 22 Hush Puppy tranquilizer gun?
That's right. It's been fitted with its own suppressor. However, the suppressor will deteriorate every time you fire. Once its durability reaches 0, the noise suppression effect will be gone. So don't get too trigger happy with it. The suppressor's durability is shown in the icon. Any weapons and equipment beyond what you're carrying now, you'll have to find as you go.
I have to find my own weapons and equipment? Whose crazy idea was this anyway?
Solo covert actions are standard Fox operating procedure. You can't leave any traces of your presence. No weapons, equipment, footprints, sweat, or bodily waste. The same goes for bullets and cartridges, too. Your presence in enemy territory is already a violation of international conventions of warfare. There aren't supposed to be any American soldiers in Russia. It could spark an international incident. You can't let anyone see you. You can't let the enemy know you're there. This is a stealth mission. You're a ghost, Snake, in every sense of the word. There'll be no rescue if you're captured. The military and US government will deny any involvement in the affair.
Then I'll just have to take care of myself, huh?
I'm afraid so. You've been given a fake death pill for that purpose. SIS guidelines stipulate that soldiers on covert ops like this one be issued a potassium cyanide capsule. Tape it to your body so you can take it when you need to.
How generous of you.
Use it if you're taken prisoner by the enemy. It'll send you into a state of false death for a short time.
Fooling them into thinking that I'm really dead. So, how do I come back to life?
Just take the revival pill.
You mean that thing they put in my tooth before the mission?
That's the one. But
Excuse
be
me.
careful. If you remain in a state of false death for too long, nothing will be able to bring you back. Remember that.
I'll keep it in mind. You said this was a solo mission, right?
Right.
I guess that means I can't count on any reinforcements.
Correct. The mission rests entirely in your hands.
No pressure.
You're a one-man army.
Relax. There's a support team ready to back you up over the radio.
Who?
I'll introduce them to you. This time, survival is of utmost importance. The first member of the support team will be in charge of monitoring your physical condition, acting as a medic, so to speak, as well as recording your mission data. She's a member of Fox as well, and she's here on the gunship with me.
She.
Hello, Snake. I'm paramedic. Nice to meet you.
Paramedic.
As in a medic who comes in by parachute.
Aren't you going to tell me your real name?
Are you going to tell me yours, Mr. Snake?
My name, huh? It's John Doe.
And they call you Jack for short. You're a regular Captain Nemo.
A name means nothing on the battlefield. After a week, no one has a name. What's your name?
Jane Doe.
Very funny.
I wasn't joking, but I'll tell you my name only if you manage to make it back alive. My frequency is 145.73.
She's also in charge of recording your mission data. Whenever you want to save, send a message over the reserved save frequency, 140.96.
So saving lets me record my mission data.
That's right. It also records the state of your health.
Good to know.
There's one more person I want to introduce you to, Snake.
Huh?
Speaking of snakes, you remember the boss, don't you? A legendary soldier and your mentor. Actually, it was the boss that got the DCI's authorization in the first place. She's going to be serving as Fox's mission advisor.
The boss is?
She also helped me plan this mission. She and I were at SAS together.
Jack, is that you? How many years has it been?
Boss?
That's right. It's me.
Oh.
Talk to me. Let me hear your voice.
It's been 5 years, 72 days, and 18 hours.
You've lost weight.
You can tell just
You
by
kept
the
track
sound
of
of
all
my
that
voice.
time.
Of course I can. I know all about you.
Really? Well, I don't know anything about you.
What's that supposed to mean?
Why'd you disappear on me all of a sudden?
I was on a top secret mission. You didn't need me anymore.
But there were still so many things I wanted you to teach me.
No, I taught you everything you needed to know about fighting techniques. I taught you all I could. The rest you needed to learn on your own.
Techniques, sure. But what about how to think like a soldier?
How to think like a soldier? I can't teach you that. A soldier needs to be strong in spirit, body, and technique.
All right.
And the only thing you can learn from
Welcome
someone
back.
else is technique. In fact, technique doesn't even matter. What's most important is spirit. Spirit and body are like two sides of a single coin.
I've been still
They're the
talking on the
same
codec
thing.
this whole time.
I can't teach you how to think. You'll just have to
But
figure
this
it
character
out
is
for
very
yourself.
important.
Listen to me, Jack. Just because soldiers are on the same side right now doesn't mean they always will be. Having personal feelings about your comrades is one of the worst sins you can commit. Politics determine who you face on the battlefield. And politics are a living thing. They change along with the times.
Yeah.
Yesterday's good
It's
might
half
be
movie,
tomorrow's
half video
evil.
game.
Is that why you abandoned me?
No, it had nothing to do with you. I already
But it
told
adds
you,
to the
Jack,
story.
I was on a top secret mission. A soldier has to follow whatever orders he's given. It's not his place to question why. But you're looking for a reason to fight. You're a natural-born fighter, but you're not quite a soldier. A soldier is a political tool, nothing more. That's doubly true if he's a career soldier. Right and wrong have no place in his
You're
mission.
spitting facts,
He has
bro.
no enemies and no friends. Only the mission. You follow the orders you're given. That's what being a soldier is.
I do whatever I have to get the job done. I don't think about politics.
That's not the same thing. Sooner or later, your conscience is going to bother you. In the end, you have to choose whether you're going to live as a soldier or just another man with a gun. There's a saying in the Orient, loyalty to the end. Do you know what it means?
Being patriotic.
It means devoting yourself to your country.
I follow the president and the top brass. I'm ready to die for them if necessary.
The president and the top brass won't be there forever. Once their terms are up, others will take their place.
I follow the will of the leader, no matter who's in charge.
People aren't the ones who dictate the missions.
Then who does?
The times. People's values change over time, and so do the leaders of a country. So there's no such thing as an enemy in absolute terms. The enemies we fight are only enemies in relative terms, constantly changing with the times. As long as we have loyalty to the end, there's no point in believing in anything, even in those we love.
And that's the way a soldier's supposed to
He
think.
does put things
The
into
only
perspective,
thing we
doesn't
can
it?
believe in with absolute certainty is the mission, Jack.
All right, but do me a favor.
What
How
is it?
humanity as a
Call
whole
me
works.
Snake.
Snake. Oh, right. Your code name is Snake. It suits you well.
That's right. The legendary unit that the boss put together during World War II was a snake. The Cobra unit, a group of heroes that brought the war to an end and saved the world.
We'll meet him
As long as you've
soon
got a
enough to
legendary
Cobra
hero
unit.
backing you up, you'll be fine. Isn't that right, Snake?
Yeah, I can't think of anyone else I'd rather have with me. Oh, and one more thing, boss.
Yes,
It's good to hear your voice again.
same here. After all, who knows if either of us will
You
make it
notice
out
she,
alive.
everything about her is
Snake,
classified.
You were always best at urban warfare and infiltrating buildings. But this is the jungle. Survival is going to be key. Those CQC techniques I taught you are sure to come in handy.
CQC. Close quarters combat, huh? I've been in the Green Berets for the past few years. I'm probably pretty rusty.
Not to worry. I'll be here to help you remember. After all, this is your first actual survival mission. I'll be supporting you over the radio.
Where are you, boss? Next to the major?
The boss is communicating with us by radio from aboard a Permit-class submarine in the Arctic Ocean.
My frequency is 141.80. Call me if you need my advice on battle techniques.
Gotcha.
Your mission is to retrieve Dr. Sokolov. Dr. Sokolov is
Maybe,
being
who
held in an
knows?
abandoned factory located to the
I
north
mean,
of
this
your current
franchise
position.
goes anyway.
Avoid heavy combat and don't let anyone see
I mean,
you.
I know what happens, but I'm not going to tell
Don't
you.
forget that this
So
is
we'll
a
just have to
stealth
see what
mission.
happens. Maybe she does, maybe she doesn't. Who knows?
Snake.
Or maybe
try
it
to
is a
remember
lie.
some of the basics of CQC.
More tutorial. Back in 2004, these graphics were nuts.
Commencing virtuous mission. Now,
Now they seem dated by today's standards, but back in 2004, you're like, holy shit, this looks amazing, bro. Next gen. You know, how far we gone? The same thing with Half-Life 2. Or you played Half-Life, You know, when those games came out, they were like mind-blowing in graphics and game design. You know, but nowadays you go play Half-Life 2 and you're like, wow, this looks really dated. But back in 2004, that was mind-blowing. Especially the physics with the gravity gun. That blew people's fucking socks off. I mean, even Halo 2, the original Xbox version, the graphics on that were insane. I mean, not as good as Half-Life because it wasn't a PC game. You know, like when you go play Halo Anniversary and you go back to the old graphics and you're like, wow, that looks really ugly. Well, back in 2004, that was like, wow, oh, god damn. You seen this shit? You know. Like I said, I mean, MGS1. Remember when we played MGS1? That looked dated as shit. And back then, you know, that was like, wow. Man, you know, gaming has peaked. And it's like, not yet. It'll come soon. Give it 10 more years. And then gaming has peaked. And then after that, it's all downhill. Alright, so we got alligators. I'm trying to figure out how to shoot. Because the controls in this game are it's been a while since I played this. Okay, how do I... Oh, that's... There you go. We can go back to... This was the old school camera. I forgot you can go back to it. But this is how the game used to look. You know, right now it's not so bad, but after a while it gets... You know, it gets fucking terrible. Yeah, okay, that centers the camera. Okay. I forgot how to look in first person. There we go. Okay. So one thing we can do to get ourselves some grub, we can... Not that. That's not what I meant to do. Hey, what's up, man? How you doing, Don? I'm just here trying to get some gator meat. Alright, any day now. Come on, bro, just die. Accept it. There you go, he just died. Okay, so now we got all this grub. Wait a minute. Why are my controls inverted? I just realized that. Third person. How do I invert my controls? Man, people who play, you know, inverted controls are nuts. They need to be sent to an asylum. The only time it's acceptable to play with inverted controls if you're flying an airplane, because that's how you fly airplanes in real life. You push the throttle back, your airplane goes up. You push it forward, the airplane goes down. Oh, what difficulty? I'm just playing on hard. I'm not trying to do extreme or European extreme. Nah. Then this stream will be like fucking 80 parts. Especially when I start getting to the Vulcan fight and then I get really pissed off. Wait, don't tell me that, according to Hideo Kojima, that inverted controls is normal, and then normal controls are reverse. I mean, at that point, I don't consider him a fucking genius. At this point, I just consider him crazy. Let me see. Let me test that theory. No? Then why are my controls inverted? Let me see. Am I high? Maybe. It is a possibility. Okay. There we go. That was weird. My controls were inverted at first. Nah. Fuck that difficulty, man. You know, I like games to be challenging, but when a game is so challenging to the point that I don't want to play it anymore, then it's not fun. You know, people like to complain about like Dark Souls and From Software games being hard. They're hard, but they're not impossible. You know, I beat Dark Souls 1 and I'm not even that skilled of a gamer. You know, at least I humble myself and tell myself I'm not like hardcore because there's always someone better than me. Oh shit, snake. It's a snake. Stab. I wish food like that worked in real life. Can you imagine you kill a deer and it just turns into like packaged meat? You know, that'd be convenient as hell. Oh hell. Oh, and by the way, Don, you know, during my breaks at work, I do sometimes watch your skateboarding streams for a little bit. I don't say anything because I'm just too busy eating or whatever.
Major, I've spotted 2 enemy soldiers.
But that's pretty cool, man. I used to skateboard back in the day. I wasn't very good at it, but I used to do it back in high school.
AK-47s and grenades.
No problem, man. At least I'm trying to give you the watch time.
Your presence
More like
in
background
Soviet
noise.
territory is already a violation of international law.
It feels like I'm hanging around with my high school friends when I watch you, you know, because of the whole skateboarding culture.
Contact with the enemy is
When
strictly
I was younger.
prohibited.
I'm 30,
Don't
going to be
engage them in
34
battle
now
either.
in about a month.
This is a stealth mission. Got that?
The Major is right.
Yeah.
The point of this
I haven't
mission
gone
is
in a
to
skate
sneak
park
through the
in
jungle
years.
without being seen. The success of the mission
old,
depends
man. My
on how
bones are
well
brittle.
you use your camouflage.
You know,
Change
my
your
knees don't bend the
camouflage
same way
by
as they did 10
selecting
years ago.
Camouflage from the survival viewer. The uniform option lets you pick your uniform, while the face option lets you change your face paint. Choosing camouflage that blends in with your surroundings will help you conceal yourself.
And it gives
more
me mad
effectively.
respect for people like Tony that are like
Also,
almost in their
don't forget
60s
that
and they're still
anything that
freaking
moves
skating.
will
It's like,
stand out
bro,
in the
man,
jungle. If you just stand up
the
and
fuck
run
are your
around
bones
like
made
an
out of?
idiot, you're bound to be
Antimanium?
spotted.
You know,
But if
you
you
Wolverine
crawl
and shit?
instead, you should be able to sneak by without being noticed.
I mean, I do a lot of physical labor in
You
my
can
job.
see
You know,
how
I work in
effective
a
your
grocery
camouflage
store
is by looking
in the
at
back, so
camo
I move a lot
index.
of, you know, I move a lot
The
of
camo
products
index
and
shows
have to
how
stock
well your
shelves
current
and get on my
camouflage
knees and
blends in with
shit.
the surrounding
And move
area.
pallet jacks and whatnot. So,
The higher the
yeah,
value,
at the end
the
of the
harder
day,
you are to spot,
I don't want
and
to
vice
skateboard.
versa. The key is to make yourself one with nature. Keep that in mind as you go along, okay?
Okay, cool. Thanks. Drink your milk, eat my vitamins. Yep. And say your prayers, brother. Yeah, I know. I'm old, bro. I'm old that I remember that shit. I mean, I was born in 91, but, you know, I used to watch wrestling. Shit. The Attitude Era is the peak. That's peak wrestling. Oh. I forgot that there's people here already. I thought it was just one with the elements. Yeah. I mean, anything to make a dollar, bro. I mean, it's a good job, you know. It pays the bills. I get paid decently. I'm not rich or anything, but, you know, as long as I can pay the bills and have money left over to save, you know, for luxuries, then I'm happy, man. You know, I'm scared of having too much money. All right, now we wait. I mean, I can always shoot him in the head, but we'll wait. There we go. See? Patience is key. Now, I haven't played this shit in a long time, so I'm trying to remember the controls. There we go. Now we drag him to the grass so no one can see his ass. And hopefully he drops us some goodies. There we go. What do you give me? Some more ammo? Cool. You never watch sports? I mean, you're in India, so the most popular sport will most likely be, you know, what we call soccer, or where the rest of the world calls football. Because our football is weird because we don't kick the ball around. I mean, we use our feet to get to the other side of the field, but you're holding an egg-shaped ball, you know, across the field. I don't know. American football is fucking weird. I mean, I like the sport. I don't watch it as much as I used to. You know, I live in Colorado, and I'm originally from Miami, so, you know, obviously I'm going to have bias that the Dolphins are my favorite team due to the fact that, you know, I grew up on that culture. But a lot of people here talk about the Broncos, which is Denver's team. You know, God damn it. This, you know, I got to stop running around like a fucking asshole. You know what? There's one feature I hate that they didn't include in the Master Collection. So I while the cutscenes were going, I was gonna bring this as a talking point. So I own, I don't know if you can see it, but I own Snake Eater, on the, this is my favorite game in the franchise. I mean, I played all of them. But I own Snake Eater, on my 3DS. And on the 3D, I don't know if you can hear it, but when on the SWAT 6 never had a 3DS, but on the 3DS, when you select a game, they usually have sound effects. Let me see if you can hear the codec. Oh, I don't know if you can hear it, but whenever you select Snake Eater, it makes the codec sound. But anyways, my mute point that I was going to bring up. Whenever they ported Snake Eater to the 3DS, they included a feature that has never been added to any of the other versions. And you know what that is? Crouch walking. If you play Metal Gear Solid 4 or you play Metal Gear Solid 5, you can crouch, so like that, you're less visible. You can, basically go behind cover and stuff like that. The 3DS version, you can crouch walk. But yeah, it's revolutionary. I know it was the first game to do it. That was sarcasm, by the way. But anyways, the whole point is that that's a very helpful feature, especially if you're playing harder difficulties, because the harder the difficulty in this game, the enemies get a better vision plan. They get contact lenses, they get glasses, whatso have you, and they can see further away. The easier the game is, they're blind as bats. You literally have to walk up to them before they're like, huh? Is that a guy? Before they actually see you. But anyways, I hate the fact that they never added that feature. Yep. And the audio in this fucking sucks sometimes because the guy can be across the fucking map and it sounds like he's right behind you. Like that guy. That guy was like not even close to me and he sounded like he was right behind my shoulder. Nobody here. Yep. Alright, so there's going to be a lot of crawling. And now this guy's going to come at me. Okay. There's not like MGS1 where if soldiers see you, immediately. That changed for freaking MGS2, because in MGS1, if a soldier saw you, then everybody knew where you were, and then, and they'll come after you, and they'll come out of the closets, they'll come out of the walls, the bathrooms. See, like, for example, you can crouch, but the minute I start moving, he goes prone, and then he crawls on his belly. If this was a 3DS version, I would be able to keep walking that way. Yeah, so with Metal Gear Solid 2, if somebody sees you, like in this one, it's not the end of the world. You can, you can basically put them down before they go around and basically be like, hey guys, there's a guy here. Oh, and by the way, I forgot about this feature. They were explaining this in the thingy. So the reason why they keep seeing me is because you got to change your camo, and each time you change your camo, there's a camo index on top. 65% hidden. So the whole point is to get that number up. The higher the number, the less they can see you. The lower the number, then And of course, it also helps whenever you're crawling and stuff. The slower you move, the less likely they are to see you. God damn it. Yeah, higher, big number, good.
Who's that?
Okay, well now they know I'm here because there's two guys here. The good thing is that... Oh, never mind. I was about to say they don't have a radio. Alright, let's just go. They can follow me in between areas, so we're not safe yet. Oh shit, this is bad. Get out of my way, asshole. Hopefully you guys fall off the bridge, which is something that can happen. Oh shit. No! Oh! I'll be fine, bro. I landed in the water. You know, it wasn't that high of a drop. I mean, water can be deadly. The higher you, You didn't know there was a 3DS version? Well, there was. I mean, there is. It still exists, but, you know, it's gonna be like, it's gonna be like $300 if you try to buy it now because, you know how people are. You know, a game is old, they don't sell it anymore, and it's like, yo, bro, I'm gonna send my kids to college by selling this one fucking game. Yeah. Like, I'm only gonna show this one time. No, it's not gonna say Tim Israel. Okay? That's what it looked like it was gonna say. Yeah, we created a time paradox because this game is the first one in the franchise, and if Snake dies, then you know, oh shit, what are we talking about? This is the very first Metal Gear. They never made one after this. Yeah, I know, as a kid it tripped me out too. Did you remember Metal Gear Solid 3 Theater? I don't know if you had the PS2 versions. I'm not even sure if they included it in the Master Collection. They probably are. But Metal Gear Solid Theater, when you beat the game, you would get these cutscenes. And the cutscenes for all these little like what if scenarios. And then there was one of them where Snake kept fucking up, and every time he fucked up, you know, it was either Major Zero or Colonel will basically call him and be like, "You created a time paradox." Yeah. Okay. Well, now since we died, you know, everybody forgot we existed because, you know, there's another timeline. The other timeline got fucked up because, you know, Big Boss died. Even though he's not Big Boss yet, he's just Naked Snake, but he's wearing clothes. So, yeah. There's multiple ways to go about this. Is there a beehive here? I don't remember if there was a beehive here. But you can shoot the beehives, and then the bees come out, and then the soldiers will run away because there's bees. I think I could do it. Let me actually... There's a beehive right there. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, run away, guys. There's a lot of ways to go about this. You just gotta pay attention to your environment. There you go. Now they actually left the area, so now I can actually cross the bridge with ease. Yeah. Like I said, you know, there's a lot of stupid ways to go about every single situation. So instead of me having to go through all those guys and trying to sneak around them, there you go. They'll come back, though. You know. Yeah, let's get some mushrooms, because we do have to eat. See that bar underneath my health bar on the top left? That long-ass bar that's very thin, that's my stamina bar. You know, the more actions I do, the more damage I take. And stuff like that, you know, it decreases. And then that's when I gotta eat. And your food can spoil, by the way, so... You know, you can't hold on to your food forever. Cool, we got ourselves an assault rifle now. No, you can't hoard. It spoils. But then okay, for example, I don't know how many times I'm gonna do this in my playthrough, but if your food spoils, you can equip it as an item. And there's certain ways you can basically make for example, you can destroy the food supply. And when you destroy the food supply, they were coming back and I was running towards them. Good thing there's a loading area in between. But anyways, you can blow up their food supply and then they'll become hungry. And when they become hungry, you can throw your rotten food at them. and then they'll eat it because they're hungry, and when they eat the rotten food, they'll get sick and they'll start throwing up and stuff like that. And then they won't be as combat effective because they're, you know, they're trying to shoot you and they're like throwing up at the same time.
From here. The security is pretty tight.
Yeah, like I said, there's a lot of ways to go about this.
Sentries posted around the perimeter. I wonder how many are inside.
And the game really doesn't tell you this. This is just stupid shit you got to figure out.
Your objective, so
I mean, they do, but they're hidden in the coded
holding
calls.
him in a room in the northeast section.
Northeast section.
It doesn't take itself seriously, even though the story does, but the gameplay doesn't.
Sokolov back alive.
If that makes any sense. Story takes itself seriously, but the gameplay doesn't.
Approach Sokolov while in the alert phase.
Right.
Oh, and one more thing, Snake.
You mean there's more?
No, it's just that when
it's just the begin. The game just started.
I want you to tell him something from me.
And that is?
Sorry for being so late.
Is that all?
Yes.
Understood. Beginning my approach to the target.
All right. I hope you guys are enjoying the stream. And the game as well. You know, SWAT6 has never played it. I'm pretty sure Don has probably played every single Metal Gear game like I have. Like I said, these games were a phenomenon. I mean, there were haters. There was some people who were like, "Oh, the game is like all cutscene. Oh, I hate it." And fair enough. Is you know, you go buy your when you go to the store, you buy yourself a video game. You're not buying yourself a movie. You know, you don't go to the game store, go to the Xbox section or the Play section and be like, "One movie, please." No. Oh, this game is fun. I mean, the whole franchise is fun, and they all play differently from each other. This is the first game in the franchise to introduce a third-person camera. Like I said, it used to look like this. Like, imagine trying to play the game like this. You know, it's like, okay, where's the next guy? And then when you move the camera, it's like this. Like this, isn't this ass? This is how the game was at first when it came out. This is really fucking ass. But you know what's not ass, though? When I can do this. You know, move the camera myself. Okay, we gotta listen for footsteps and whatnot. Yeah, like I said, I don't know what they were thinking whenever they released the game and it was like this. Like, oh man, where's the guy? He's over there. Then, you know, you gotta hide. I mean, and then it did this, and you're like, what the fuck, bro? Like, it was just disorienting. I mean, it still does this, but at least with a third-person camera, the transition is easier. Alright. You know what's cool, too? When I shoot this guy, you can see the dart in his leg. You know, it's an actual freaking object in the world. It's not just, you know, like I said, for PS2, which is a console that was very limiting in that it was the most weakest console that generation, because you had the original Xbox and you had the GameCube, which was Nintendo's console at the time. And even though ever since the Wii, Nintendo has never given a fuck about specs, the GameCube was their last, like... Alright, he fell asleep. I hear footsteps. I'm trying to figure out where the other guy is. Okay. Let's just go. You know what? Let's eat something. We'll eat a snake. Yeah, snake good. Oh, there he is.
What's wrong?
He's gonna go check on his buddy. There we go. That's making you hungry? You eaten snakes before? I mean, I'm not judging. I'm curious. Actually, I've eaten snake before. I've eaten gator too. I mean, I'm a Florida boy, so we have all those type of reptiles and stuff there. And of course, it's not something people regularly eat, you know. At least not the general population. But, you know, it is pretty good.
Who was that?
Who was that? No one.
What's wrong?
Damn, I didn't want him to wake up his buddy.
What's wrong?
Thank God. I'm sorry, I'm so used to aiming with a keyboard, you know, with a mouse, that aiming with a controller is kind of tricky nowadays. It's pretty good. The meat is pretty tender. It's soft too. You know, when I ate it in a fillet. You know, so it kind of looked like chicken breast when I ate it. And the texture is pretty stringy too, so it kind of is. It is like eating chicken. So, oh yeah, they've been doing that ever since the second game. The second game they do that. They just to wake up their buddies. They just kick the fuck out of them. They're like, wake up. I mean, I'd be pretty pissed, you know, if I'm sleeping, regardless if I got tranquilized or not. You know, I'm just having a dream and some dude just kicks me, and I'm like, what? Okay, we can't open those lockers. I'm just looking for items right now. There's usually items around. I think I got everybody in this area. Worst comes to worst, I run it. Man, I opened my mouth. The radio guy is sleeping. Where is he? Oh, never mind.
This is HQ.
But HQ, the radio guy is not sleeping.
Acknowledged. Sending reinforcements.
Alright, let me change my clothes. Is there anything that matches this backdrop? No, everything is 0. Okay. There was a lot more people awake than I thought there was. Oh, don't come in here, don't come in here. Oh, god damn it. Fuck. Okay, Snake, what are you doing? Move. Oh my god, they called everybody. Alright, down here, down here. Snake. Yeah, they're having a break. When break time's over, they'll wake up. They're gonna end up waking up all those dudes now that I put asleep. Now, when they stop looking for me, they're gonna go and they're gonna wake them up. It's just a man. All right. I gotta approach Sokolov, or Sokolov. My bad. Oh yeah, I gotta heal myself. Well, I can't do it in here, I think, which is dumb. Alright, I gotta wait.
This is HQ.
Patrol here. We've lost sight of the intruder.
Acknowledged. The enemy is still nearby. Pursue and engage him.
I mean, the music does slap in this game. Why did the timer go up? Oh, because they're waking up the guys, that's why. Yeah, there's music. The music changes depending on if I get spotted, then it becomes more action oriented. If there's 3 types there's alert, there's evasion, and there's caution. And each mode has different soundtracks and how how intense they do get. So right now, they're just looking for me, so they're in the caution phase. So they're more lax. They're not running around the map with their rifles. They're kind of just patrolling around now. There's just a lot of guys. That's why there's a lot of footsteps being heard. Oh, there they are. Let me back away before he actually just turns around and just ends up seeing me. Yeah, see, like that guy right there. If I was still chilling there, he would have been able to see me. Hey, look, it's a rat. I mean, I killed one earlier. You know what? This is more detailed. This rat is more detailed than the Halo 3 rat. He's a lot more detailed. If he can stop fucking moving, so I can take a good look at him. Yeah, he's a lot more detailed, yeah, than the Halo 3 rat. I mean, I get it, because the Halo 3 rat is like a rat that you see, what, like in one mission? Which I think is the second or third one. And then after that, I guess you don't see it in the game anymore, so. And plus, let's be real, when you're playing, when you're playing Halo 3, the last thing you're gonna be doing is paying attention to a rat. You're gonna be too busy shooting, the grunts, the elites, the jackals, everything else the game throws in front of you, the brutes. Actually, you don't shoot elites in in Halo 3. They're your friends in that game. Yeah.
This is HQ.
Patrol here. The situation is normal.
Understood. Return to your position.
Okay. Remember all that sleeping we did, or all that putting the people to sleep? Yeah, that was a giant waste of time. All right. Haven't played the MCC much the capital month. Of course, dude. I mean, you 100% the game. What else is there left to do? So you got all the achievements, which is insane.
Who's that?
God damn it. Motherfucker, dude. Yeah, even on hard difficulty, Snake is still pretty fucking tanky. You know what? You also got all the achievements for Halo Wars 1. Alright, now do Halo Wars 2. Are you gonna do the twin stick shooter games like Spartan Assault and all that shit? Oops. I mean, I kind of want them to kill me, so like that, the NPCs can reset. Oh, that's so stupid. I mean, I own a lot of games on the Microsoft Store, and the reason why is because I buy them on the Xbox Store, and then they give me a free PC copy, which is cool because now I get 2 versions of the game. But I'm not gonna lie, if there's only so many games. There's only like a couple games I play on the Xbox app or in the Microsoft Store, because most of the time when I buy them, I just play them off Steam. But yeah, I do own some games, but I do understand the sentiment. I don't blame you. It's the same thing, like, even though you can have mixed feelings about Halo 5, I think it's fucking stupid that Halo 5, you can only buy it on the Xbox and it was never a PC release. And the reason why I say this, because Halo 5... See, Halo 4 had a good campaign, but it had shit multiplayer. And then when they made Halo 5, they decided to do the opposite. They did a shit campaign, but the multiplayer was awesome. I know a lot of people shit on Halo 5, but Halo 5 has good multiplayer. Some devs have spoken that Halo Wars 2 was planned before it even launched, but who knows what the hell happened and it fell apart. It's the same thing with Gears of War Ultimate Edition. It never came out on Steam. It's on the Microsoft Store. And now they're doing they're doing Gears of War Reloaded, which is a remaster of Gears of War Ultimate, which was a remaster of the first game anyways. So they remastered a remaster, and now it's releasing on Steam. Like I said, regardless of how you feel about Halo 5 and Halo Wars 2, you know, it should still be on Steam. Even if the games suck. I mean, I never played Halo Wars 2, so I can't speak if the game's quality. You know, I only played Halo Wars 1. I thought it was a guy. You know. For example, like, I like Halo 1. But you know what I don't like about Halo 1? I really don't like Halo 1 is a game that I feel like the first half of the campaign is great. And as much as I like the Flood, or the idea of the Flood, I think the game falls apart the minute they fucking get introduced. It does. You know. Of course, you know, later Halo games did the Flood way better. But Halo 1's fucking Flood mission sucked dick. Okay, there we go. Sorry for wasting up all that time. This is what we needed to do. We found Sokolov. Yeah, I mean, I will play Halo Wars, you know, with you. I haven't played an RTS in a long ass time. My favorite RTS franchise is Command and Conquer. Those are good. You should look those up if you like the genre. Swastiks.
You'll never get it from me.
No. I'm a CIA agent. I've come to escort you back to the other side of the Iron Curtain.
You're CIA?
Yeah. I was sent by Major Zero, the man who got you out 2 years ago.
Zero?
I have a message from him.
What is it?
He said,
yeah, you should look into
sorry
Command and
for
Conquer.
being so late.
That's a good franchise, and it's not, you know, it's not complicated. Once you know,
it means he's a man of his word.
Once you get used to how the genre works, it's not that complicated.
No time for this.
You'll figure it out.
Get me out of here before they arrive.
Who's they?
Colonel Volgin of GRU.
I don't want to talk
You
over
in
this.
the West
Sorry.
know him as Thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt? Never heard of him.
He's a member of the Army's extremist faction, a man who seeks to seize control of the motherland. Ever since the Cuban Missile Crisis 2 years ago, Khrushchev has been pursuing a policy of peaceful coexistence with the West. Despite resistance and criticism from hawks in the army and the provincial authorities, Khrushchev has managed to suppress the opposition so far. But the failure of his agricultural
Alright, see you later, man.
has put him in a
You catch the ball later.
position.
Have a good one.
And on top of that, the tragedy last November.
President Kennedy's assassination.
Precisely. In a sense, Khrushchev has lost his biggest partner, and his power base is rapidly crumbling away. A certain group is plotting to use this opportunity to seize power by rallying the anti-government forces, overthrowing Khrushchev, and installing Brezhnev and Kosygin in his place. The mastermind behind this plot is Colonel Volgin of the GRU. He has control over another secret weapons research facility much like this one, OKB-812, known as the Granin Design Bureau, and is using it to further his plans. But that is not enough to satisfy him. Now he's plotting to seize the secret weapon I have been developing here and use it as leverage in his bid for power. The intelligence says that they are going to make their move during the test.
Then the soldiers outside.
Exactly. They wouldn't need that many men just to keep me inside. Their orders were to prevent Colonel Volgin from capturing me. Even if it meant killing me in the process, or so it would seem. Volgin will come. I'm sure of it. You must get me out of here before then.
Leave it to me.
By the way, your Russian is superb.
Oh yeah, they're supposed to be speaking Russian by
Where
now.
did you learn to speak it?
But you know, they made it.
My mentor.
So they made it so they sound English to us, I
Is that
guess.
so? America's truly a frightening country.
Having second thoughts?
No. I have no love for this place. Let's go.
I like how, you know, he can't talk to his
This
codex
is
standing
Snake.
up. He has to kneel down
Sokolov
every
is
single
safe
time.
with me. He's doing fine. No injuries.
Good work, Snake. Now hurry up and get Sokolov to the recovery point. We'll rendezvous with you there.
Roger.
What about the sentries?
I had to kill them. There was no other way. But no one will know we were involved.
I see.
What about the boss?
I didn't kill any
We lost
sentries
contact with
in
the
my
boss
last
some
life,
time
but
ago.
not in this
What
one.
happened?
It's probably just a weak signal. Just hurry and get Sokolov out of there.
Like, what the fuck's he doing? Is he trying to, like, shoot a fireball out of his hands or some shit? Because he was, like some fucking, like, Kamehameha Dragon Ball Z shit. You guys saw that, right? I know there's nobody in chat, but, you know, there's people going to be watching the VOD, so I still got to commentate. It's like doing a Let's Play. But live, obviously. Uh-oh.
So this is the legendary boss.
Oh, here he is.
Huh? We meet at last.
You're from the Ocelot unit of Spetsnaz.
Huh?
What's a GRU soldier doing here?
Soldier?
He's the Ocelot commander.
Heh. That's Major Ocelot to you. And don't you forget it.
So yeah, he's the old guy from MGS1 that gets the arm cut off.
And Ocelot
And then
never lets
MGS2,
his prey escape.
you know, he has
What?
Liquid's arm on him. It's the same guy. Just young. Because it's a prequel. Oof. Yeah, nobody opened fire on him. I think after the first shot, they would have shot him in real life. Yeah. Yeah, I like how that will work. This dude, though. This guy is the character himself. Quite the character himself.
I can't say it feels good to kill a comrade, even if it is for the GRU.
Sokolov, take cover.
Huh. You're not the boss, are you?
No. The boss is a woman. I mean, but he probably doesn't know that. Yes, he just meowed. An ocelot is a cat, just in case you guys don't know what animal that is. It's a wild cat. Kind of like a panther or some shit.
Huh. That gun. If you're not the boss, then die.
These character models still look really good to this day.
Major! Leave it! Shoot the other one! Whoa!
Alright, so Snake is supposed to be a master of CQC. You're not gonna win a gunfight, a fist fight with this guy. He'll kick your ass. See? He's over here just throwing guys with one arm. And again, CQC is close quarters combat. Oh, he got hit by a tranquilizer. Cinematography is really good too.
Impossible. You ejected the first bullet by hand, didn't you? I see what you were trying to do, but testing a technique you've only heard about in the middle of battle wasn't very smart. You were asking to have your gun jam on you. Besides, I don't think you're cut out for an automatic in the first place. You tend to twist your elbow to absorb the recoil. That's more of a revolver technique.
Filthy American dog!
See, dude came charging at him with a knife. Snake didn't even use his gun. He still kicked his ass.
But that was some fancy shooting. You're pretty good.
Pretty good.
Now the ground textures are not that good, but like I said, it's a game from 2004. So what can you do? They can only remaster it so much. At least they got the characters models looking superb.
Major, do you read me?
I read you. Snake, you all right?
I've run into a few snags. These guys were after Sokolov too. Apparently they were taking orders from a GRU colonel named Volgin.
A GRU colonel?
Part of an internal Soviet power struggle, according to Sokolov. Something between the KGB and GRU. Between Khrushchev's supporters and Volgin's.
Sokolov was being guarded by the KGB and hunted by GRU? Snake, it sounds like this could be even hotter than Cuba.
I don't like it. Something about the whole thing stinks.
I agree. You'd better hurry.
Sokolov ran off by himself, but I'll catch up to him.
We're counting on you.
All right. I don't remember if he has anything on him, but let's shake him. What he does, he has a mouse trap. Sometimes they drop 2 items, so let's see. No, nothing? We'll do it one more time. Okay, he has nothing. No? Do any of you guys have anything? No? Okay. I'm just gonna assume nobody has anything in their pockets. I think that's where he went. Yeah, okay.
You okay? Those men were from the Ocelot unit.
Spetsnaz?
Yes. The best crew has to offer. They're coming for me. I'm finished.
Calm down. I'll get you out of here, I promise. And we've got some of the best backup we could ask for.
Look.
There it is.
That's what they were making you build?
Yes.
Yes. The Shagohod. The treading behemoth. A tank capable of launching nuclear IRBM.
It can launch nuclear missiles from that kind of terrain?
Oh, yes. And without support from friendly units.
A nuclear-equipped tank capable of operating solo. Is that thing finished?
No, this is only the end of Phase 1. It won't be truly finished until we complete Phase 2.
Phase 2?
The weapon's true form. If it is completed and the Colonel gets his hands on it, it will mean the end of the Cold War.
The end of the Cold War?
Because things are gonna get hot.
And then the Age of Fear will truly begin.
A world war?
I had no choice but to cooperate. I didn't want to die. I wanted to see my wife and child again in America. Please, take me to America, quickly. They cannot complete it without my help.
Got it. Let's go.
Yeah, don't look down, dude. So Swastiks, you were right. It was a lie. She wasn't in that submarine. She's right here.
Boss?
Good work, Jack.
What are you doing here?
Sokolov comes with me.
Hornets?
First of all, I don't even think Hornets will be that strong to carry 2 human beings, let alone 1. But yeah, that's what he was using. He was using the Hornets as as his weapon.
My friends, let us fight together again.
I have waited long for this day.
We will fight with you once more.
There he is, Swastix.
Welcome back, boss.
Now that all 5
That's the
of
guy
us
you were
are
talking
together,
about.
It's time we go
The
to
boss.
the depths of hell itself.
That he can defeat in numerous ways.
It's raining blood. Is he crying?
Kuwabara, Kuwabara. Ah, what a joyful scene.
Colonel Vogan.
Welcome to my country. And to my unit.
Boss, what is this?
I'm defecting to the Soviet Union. Sokolov is a little gift from my new hosts.
Recoilless nuclear warheads. These will make a fine gift for me.
This can't be happening.
Who is he? Another one of your disciples? Are we taking him with us?
No, this one is still just a child. Too pure for us Cobras.
Yeah, that's for the Cobra team.
He has not yet found an emotion to carry into battle.
I said that we'll meet
What are
later.
you talking about?
Think you can pull the trigger?
She disarms me. Ooh. Dislocated my fucking arm.
He's seen my face. We can't let him live. If Khrushchev finds out about this, we're finished. He must die.
Wait. He's my apprentice. I'll take care of him. Jack, you can't come with us.
He grabbed her bandana on the way down.
Has been rejected.
See, I mean, I fell off that bridge earlier, and I would have lived. I mean, because I'm alive right now.
Are we done here?
Now, on to Sokolov's research facility.
Shagohod is ours.
Drift away. My place is with them now.
Yeah, I'm not very healthy right now.
Snake, can you hear me?
Yeah. Just barely.
Snake, listen to me. You need emergency medical treatment. Can you move? You've got to get those wounds treated. Hang in there. All right, let's get you fixed up. Paramedic?
Okay, Snake. Just relax and it'll all be over before you know it. Stay with me. I've seen people in worse shape before. Think you can handle it?
Major. The boss. She's defected.
We'll talk about that later. First, we've got to get you patched up.
Okay, here we go. First, open the survival viewer with the start button.
More tutorial.
If you select cure, you can start the treatment. Healing is divided into treatment using medicine with the item window button and surgical treatment using the weapon window button. Your injuries include a fractured left elbow and rib bone and lacerations on your upper arms, right elbow, and abdomen. They need to be fixed using surgical treatment. Move the healing cursor with the left stick to the affected part of your body. Once you've selected the affected area, hold the weapon window button and use the left stick to select the medical item and then press the enter button. With this method, you can use items to help your recovery process. To treat a bone fracture, first secure the affected area with a fastener and then wrap it in bandages. That should do it. For lacerations, you'll need disinfectant to clean the wound, sutures to stitch it up, styptic to slow the flow of blood, and bandages to wrap the wound. If you do everything I mentioned, the wound should heal completely. Understood?
Yeah.
Stay with me. Go into the survival viewer and treat those wounds.
Well, I can't move, so I gotta take care of myself. So we're suffering from a deep cut bleeding. So first thing we gotta do is we gotta disinfect the cut. We gotta stitch it up, and then we put a bandage on it, and septic. There we go. Now we do the same thing for the other one. Right, same thing. There we go, man. You know, I'm a doctor, bro. What else we gotta do? On a bandage, okay. Throw it, septic, disinfectant, and then a splint and a bandage. There we go. We fixed ourselves right up. Even though we were not able to move, we were able to basically do surgery on ourselves. Pop it back in place. Oh, man, that has to fucking hurt.
Good job, Snake.
Yeah, we did it.
We're coming to get you now. Just stay where you are. We'll drop a recovery balloon. Can you set it up?
I have no choice. I have to. Five helicopters to move this thing.
Shagohod.
Good old Shagohod. It's essentially the first ever Metal Gear. It was a tank. I mean, in Metal Gear 1, they always described it as a bipedal walking nuclear tank. But this one's not bipedal.
Excellent. A great success. Thanks to the boss and her Cobras, I have both Sokolov and the Shagohod.
What are we going to do with the girl?
Who is she?
Apparently she's Sokolov's woman.
She's a nice catch. I'll take her. Not so fast, my dear. A kiss of death.
Are you KGB?
We may be able to use her. She has spunk.
Shall we take her back to the base?
Perhaps we should. We have no further use for Sokolov's research facility. I think it's time I gave this marvelous new toy a try.
Colonel, even if they are our enemies, they're still our countrymen.
But it won't be me that pulled the trigger. It'll be our friend, the American defector.
You're going to nuke your fellow Russians?
Remember the Alamo.
Colonel!
This is where everything went upside fucking down. Yep, there's my recovery balloon. can only imagine how fucking crazy it must be seeing a nuclear explosion cloud like that in real life. That must be insane. All right. Here it is.
What a thrill, with darkness and silence through the night. What a thrill, I'm searching and I'll melt into you. What a fear in my heart, but you're so supreme. I give my life, not for honor, but for you. In my time, there'll be no one else. Crime, it's the way I fly to you. I'm still in a dream, snake eater. Someday you go through the rain, and someday you'll feed on a tree frog. It's ordeal, the trial to survive. For the day we see new light, I give my life, not for honor, but for you. In my time, there'll be no one else. Crime, it's the way I fly to you. I'm still in a dream, snake eater. I'm still in a dream, snake eater.
I had to mute myself because I was actually singing along. I didn't want my horrible voice to ruin this woman's voice. Alright, so 1 week after that incident.
The Arctic Ocean, altitude 30,000 feet, approaching Soviet airspace. Arriving at the designated drone launch point. Drone oil pressure and voltage are nominal. Payload oxygen supply is nominal. Power supply to payload antifreeze system shows no problems. No gusts. All systems go for drone detachment.
Snake, we can't risk a halo jump this time around. Airspace security has gotten tighter since we were last here. We can't get as close to the ground as we did during the Virtuous mission. So instead, we'll be using one of our newest weapons. Snake, you're being given an honor on par with Alan Shepard. This is our last chance. Show your patriotism. If you fail, you'll be back in a hospital bed again, waiting for the firing squad.
Yeah, no pressure.
So how does it feel to be a patient in one of the most advanced ICUs in the world?
Would you do me a favor and tell the suits about visiting hours? I'll never get better with them assaulting me day and night with their questions.
Must be part of the top brass's inquiry.
More like an interrogation. According to them, I'm a traitor and an accomplice to the boss's defection.
They're just looking for a scapegoat.
Does that mean they're after you, too?
Let's just say neither one of us is going to be made a national hero out of this.
Does this mean Fox is going to die?
No. This fox is still one step ahead of the hounds. The reason I came to see you today, Jack, it's time for Fox to clear its name.
What are you talking about?
The situation has changed. We've still got a chance to come out of this one alive.
Yeah, what kind of chance?
Don't get too excited. Here, have a cigar. It's Cuban.
Best cigars in the world, actually. According to people who like cigars, I can't stand cigars.
This morning, I had a meeting with the CIA.
They decided when they're going to execute us?
No. Something even bigger.
Because the tobacco in
Yesterday,
Cuba
the
is
White
really
House
rich.
received an unexpected call.
The main export.
President Johnson?
Yes, I hear you, Mr. Chairman.
It was a hotline call from Khrushchev to President Johnson.
From the head of the Soviet Union?
That's right.
A few days ago, one of our country's main design bureaus, OKB 754, was destroyed in a nuclear explosion. At about the same time, our anti-aircraft radar picked up a signature that appeared to come from one of your military aircraft. Does any of this sound familiar to you? In retaliation, I have placed our armed forces on secondary alert. Depending on your response, I may be left with no choice but to order the military to maximum alert and unleash Armageddon. With the help of your predecessor, I was able to survive the Cuban incident. But my power is not as great as it once was. If I am to survive this crisis, I must have your full cooperation.
I should have contacted you myself. Did you know that one of our soldiers defected to your country a week ago?
No.
So you haven't heard then? The man who arranged the defection was a GRU colonel by the name of Yevgeny Borosovich Volgin.
Volgin? Of the Brezhnev faction. Go on. Who is the soldier?
Her name is the Boss. She's a living legend. During World War II, she was the one who led us to victory in that war. In Russia, you know her as Voyevoda.
You mean the Boss? The mother of your special forces?
Yes, that's the one.
This woman is
and
legendary.
she took 2 miniature nuclear shells along with her.
The Boss took 2 miniature nuclear shells.
I'm afraid so. I believe they were a gift for her new hosts. The Davy Crockett Atomic Battle Group delivery system was completed 2 years ago. But serious problems were found with the launcher's range and precision. Although they were mass-produced, they've never been deployed in battle.
But Sokolov's research facility was completely wiped out. The whole area is polluted.
I can only offer you my deepest condolences over this terrible tragedy.
So, the Boss, with Colonel Volgin's help, stole 2 experimental nuclear shells and took them with her as gift when she defected. Then, shortly thereafter, Sokolov's design lab, a top-secret military research facility, was destroyed by one of these weapons. Am I right so far?
Yes, that's correct.
And the American government denies any involvement in the affair. Is that right as well?
That's correct. We were not involved in any way.
Then what was a U.S. military aircraft doing on our radar screen? It was clearly in a violation of our airspace. And yet you say it was not acting under your orders.
That's correct.
You expect me to believe that this was all the work of a single soldier?
I don't know what else to tell you.
The Army insists that this is all a ploy on your part.
I've said it once and I'll say it again. Our government had nothing to do with it.
And I would like dearly to believe you. However, I'm afraid my power over the military has weakened since the Cuban incident. I will need some kind of proof that this was not the action of the American government. You have 1 week. You must catch the boss yourselves and recover the remaining nuclear device. Then, you must find some way to prove your innocence.
Prove our innocence?
Yes, preferably something painful. Prove to me that this is not merely another one of your tricks.
The boss should be close to Colonel Volgin. How about a little co-action?
I would not expect too much if I were you. The political situation here is unstable. And Colonel Volgin is a member of the Brezhnev faction, which seeks to topple my government. 1 week. You have only 1 week. And if it is not too much to ask, do something about Volgin as well.
What is that supposed to mean?
Nothing. It means nothing. Call it a modest gentleman's agreement to ensure our continued relationship.
What if we can't prove our innocence?
Then I will be unable to restrain the military. I will be ousted, and they will seek their revenge.
A nuclear attack on the United States?
I leave the disposal of this situation entirely to your discretion, Mr. President.
Disposal, huh?
If you fail, it will mean the beginning of a new world war.
We definitely don't want
in
World
order
War
to
III.
avoid a full-scale nuclear conflict, we have to prove that America was not involved in that explosion.
And eliminating the boss ourselves will prove America's innocence?
Right. The higher-ups have decided that you're the only one capable of pulling this off. You were her last apprentice. Screw this one up, and we'll both be 6 feet under. There's no choice.
Yeah, no pressure. Like I said, you know.
Are the Russians going to be helping us?
The KGB has promised to lend us one of their communications satellites so that you
Hello.
and I can talk to each other.
I don't know who Yumi
They've also
Kakushi
put us
is,
in touch
or
with a couple of
Kikushi.
insiders.
Insiders?
There was a defection in
Probably some
September
girl that
1960.
Kojima smashed.
Do you remember it?
You mean the 2 NSA codebreakers?
And he told her he
who
was
went
going to
over
put
the
her in the
Soviet
game.
Union?
And there you go. That's him putting her in the game.
Since then, they've apparently been training with the KGB for exactly this kind of situation. Their code names are Adam and Eva. I've been told that Adam has infiltrated Volgin's ranks. We've also arranged for him to provide you with an escape route. You'll need to rendezvous with him when you get there.
Control. Unidentified aircraft detected. Altitude 30,000 feet. It's fast. Estimated airspeed exceeding Mach 3. Bearing south. I'm about to lose it.
Russian Air Force. They're trying to intercept me right now. What a rough landing, huh?
This is Snake. Do you read me?
Loud and clear. Glad to see you landed safely.
I got blown pretty far off target.
Snake, let's go over your mission objectives one more time. Rescue Sokolov. Find out what's happened to the Shagohod. Then destroy it. And finally, eliminate the boss.
Eliminate the boss.
This
Simple
mission
enough.
will be codenamed Operation Snake Eater.
So we can roll
Because
credits
I'll be
already.
taking on the boss in our Cobra unit, right?
Don't forget about Colonel Volgin.
I'm not a hired killer.
I know, but that was the Kremlin's demand.
Demand? You mean it wasn't just a request? What's it to us if the Khrushchev regime is threatened by the Colonel and his faction?
If supporting the current regime helps us avoid a nuclear exchange, then that's what we'll do.
And what are the CIA's demands?
Our priorities are the rescue of Sokolov and the destruction of the Shagohod.
Roger that, Major Tom.
Hold on, Snake.
What now?
I'm changing my codename. It turns out Tom wasn't the most auspicious choice.
What do you mean?
Well, the truth is, when I chose my codename, I picked the wrong one.
The wrong one?
Did you ever see the movie The Great Escape? It came out last year.
Oh, must have missed that one.
Anyway, it's based on a true story about prisoners who escaped from a POW camp in
It's a good
Nazi
movie.
Germany. The prisoners dig 3 tunnels as part of their plan, but the Nazis find 2 of the tunnels before they're finished. The prisoners succeed in escaping by using the last remaining tunnel. The names of those 3 tunnels were Dick, Harry, and Tom.
I get it. You used the name of the tunnel they escaped in as your code name because you thought it would bring you good luck.
Yes, that's exactly right. At least, that was the plan.
But
But I got the name wrong. The one they escaped in was Harry. Tom was one of the unlucky tunnels. It was discovered by the Nazis before it was finished. I watched the movie again just to make sure. In fact, I even ordered the actual film from the movie company.
yeah, it doesn't sound like the greatest name to use. So what should I call you?
You know, let's just use Zero, like we've been doing all along.
All right, then.
I like how it
Major Zero
changes
is.
to like
We'll start over
automatically
from square one.
to Major Zero.
From square 0. My frequency is 140.85. Oh, I almost forgot. Paramedic is with us again on this mission.
Is this her last chance, too?
If we fail, she'll have her medical license revoked. It's more or less the same kind of fate.
They won't kill her though.
Her frequency is the same as during the Virtuous mission, 145.73. She'll be recording your mission data as well, just like the last time. That frequency is also the same, 140.96. And there's one more person on your support team. His name is Mr. Sigint. He's an expert on the latest in weapons and equipment technology. You'll be going up against some of the world's most advanced weaponry when you infiltrate the research facility. If you have any questions, just ask him. His frequency is 148.41.
Mr. Sigint. Got it.
Adam, your KGB contact, is waiting for you at the abandoned factory up ahead.
The same factory Sokolov was being held in last week.
Yes, meet up with Adam first. He's cleared the way for you to rescue Sokolov.
How will I know this Adam guy when I see him?
You'll know once you reach the factory. The whole area's been polluted by the fallout from that nuclear blast. No one else would dare come close. The password is, "Who are the Patriots?" and Lali Lulelo.
Lali Lulelo. Gotcha.
You've been equipped with a 45 for this mission. Be careful, it's noisy.
I thought standard Fox procedure was procure on-site weapons acquisition.
The circumstances are different this time. You're now on an official mission for the United States government. It would be necessary to make your presence known to a certain extent, to the Khrushchev regime at the very least. But remember, this is still a sneaking mission. Snake, if you fail this mission, it will mean an all-out nuclear war. Keep that in mind and proceed with extreme caution.
Again, no
Understood.
pressure.
Commencing Operation Snake Eater.
If I fail, the whole world dies. All right. So I'm gonna save, and then we're gonna end it here.
Snake, it's so good to hear from you again.
Same here. It's been a week, hasn't it?
4 days, actually.
Huh?
I visited you in the hospital. You were still unconscious, though.
Then you must have seen me naked.
Yeah, but you were all wrapped up in bandages and tubes, so I couldn't do anything but look.
Better luck next time.
Examination.
Let's hope so. But seriously, don't forget that you were like that until just yesterday. In fact, you really shouldn't even be on this mission. Keep an eye on your stamina gauge. If you start to run low, don't push yourself. Eat something to replenish your stamina. And try not to get yourself hurt. If
Yes,
you're
Mom.
wounded or get bitten by a venomous animal, go into the survival viewer immediately and treat yourself using Cure.
Yeah. I can see you still know how to nag.
He's better than
You're
freaking
welcome.
Rose in the second
And I
game.
can see
I
you
couldn't
still don't know
stand
when to
that
keep your
bitch.
mouth shut.
Maybe so. By the way, I heard you're going to lose your medical license if this mission fails.
Yes, there was talk of that, but the mission won't fail, will it?
Of course not.
Good. I believe in you. But you know what? I really don't care about my medical license.
Didn't they use that to force you to participate in this operation?
No, I volunteered.
Why?
So that I could watch over you.
Huh.
Snake, you're the best agent I've ever seen. But you push yourself too hard. You're reckless. Someone has to stop you from getting into trouble, to make sure you and the boss
He's my
don't kill each
guardian
other.
angel.
So that's why I volunteered. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better guardian angel than me, right?
Thanks.
Stop right there.
Huh?
You can thank me when you get back.
All right.
I forgot she said that. All right, let's save. I wasn't trying to set up a joke or anything. I completely forgot that was what she said. All right.
Okay, good luck, Snake.
Thanks.
All right, and for you folks at home, you know, I don't have anybody in the chat right now. But anyways, you guys have a good one. I'll catch you next time. Bye.